Hey everyone, it's Trader Rob. Today is Tuesday, March 19th. Let's continue this week on a hot note. Let's get it right after this intro. As always, nothing that I state on my channel is financial advice. Trading futures or any type of trading is risky business. Any capital that is put out there is at risk for loss. All right. So we had a nice day trading yesterday, first day of the week. I love getting those Mondays off on a positive start. If we take a look at oil, which is on the left-hand side of my chart, we really have been ranging like crazy all morning, pretty much since like midnight. So I'm going to be curious to see what we get here in oil today, session 1 and session 2. I'm only trading currently session 2, but keeping the stats still on session 1 as well. Gold had a little bit of a run up in the early morning, just took a pretty good size drop, and now is trying to make its way right back up. So we'll see here shortly what trades we take in gold and in oil this morning. Let's take a look at our trades really quick from yesterday. We had a winner in gold. We got the inside bar at 8:05 in the morning. You get activated to a short, full take profit, 13 ticks, small trade, but still a winner. In oil, here, nope, sorry. Here we go. Oil, we had session 1 a winner at 8:45 in the morning. We got activated here to the long, 18 ticks. So positive stats for session 1. Session 2, we get activated into a long, small trade again, 13 ticks, full take profit. Beautiful trades in oil and in gold yesterday. All sessions 1, depending on which ones you are trading. So hopefully we can continue on that positive streak there. As far as the Rob reversal, yesterday I think was the first day out of the last 7 trading days, maybe 8, that we did not have any setup. So if we take a look at all of our setups here, if we go to 8 a.m. in the morning, first of all, this is pre-session. I start at 8:30 in the morning. So this is invalidated because of the time condition. Here we get a valid setup to go short as far as our candlestick pattern, but this closes above the 8 EMA, so no trade. We then get a setup to go long at 11:15, 11:45, and 12:15. All of them are invalidated because, again, they all close below the 8 EMA. And again, they all get you out of these really bad trades. It does a really good job of filtering out the bad trades and letting you get into some of these really good trades that it provides. So hopefully we get here a setup today. Again, our session starts at 8:30 in the morning, so we'll leave that running until 1:15. If you're curious about the strategies, remember there's a link in my description for all 3 of the strategies that I trade: oil, gold, and the 15-minute Rob reversals. I've made updates on all of them, so make sure to check out those videos down below. And let's just take a look really quickly at our dashboard to see where we currently sit. We're at 50,851. So hopefully if we have a positive day here today, we can get this up to about 51,000. That's the goal. That's what we're hoping for. Let's take a look at the levels. So let's start with the YM. Our extreme high, 39,333. That's right here. We've got a level at 39,263. We've got a level at 39,229, which is the newest level that is closest to price action right now. We had a level that I painted in yesterday in the morning at 39,201, still here, but now it's in red. Much less lot. It's not a higher probability level. This thing has been respected, obviously, extremely well. Here's another level at 39,135. Again, this is your closest level to current price action. So 31,136 and 39,228. And then we've got an extreme low at 31,101 and 39,060. So let's take a look at the ES. ES has got a level, the closest to price action is at 52.06, and below the current price action we've got 51.87. So we could see some movement either way from one of these two levels. Above it you got 52.28, and below it you got 51.70. In the NQ, we've got a level. We got a level right here at 18,148, very close to where price action is at. We got a level at 18,012, which is right below where price action is at. We've got this old level at 17,933, and above us we've got a level at 18,307. So remember, I'm sorry, and this one that could. It's got a very good chance of getting touched here is 18,251. So those are our levels that we've got going on. I post those in Discord each morning. So if you're finding any value of those, please make sure to click on the link below to get into my Discord. Hopefully it helps somebody. If you're looking to get funded, there's also a link to Top Step below. That's the prop firm that I use to get to go through my evaluations and to get funded and to get payouts. So if anybody's interested in that, it's there as well. All right, stick around for my trade breakdowns and the day recap coming up here shortly.
Order canceled.
All right, so here's our first trade in gold for the morning. We get activated here off of two of the short. And as you guys can see, price action, we had a small leg down, came back up, was ranging a little bit there. But definitely an area here where I thought we can definitely get our take profit. And again, just looking for that initial thrust downward from sellers, pushing it out of that inside bar, which I consider pretty much consolidation of or indecision in the market. And now at this point, we're just waiting for price action to continue that momentum downwards. So again, you would have your order, as you guys saw, you would have your order to go short at the bottom of that inside bar, which is the red candle that you see right to the left of where we're currently at. And you would have had an order to go long at the top of that inside bar. Once we get activated into the short, it's an OCO order, so the long order gets canceled out, and at that point you are into an order short. For stop loss, all you do is you take your stop loss and you put it on the top of that source bar, which is that long white candle to the left of the red inside bar. Based on that, whatever the amount of ticks are for that trade, that is what you're looking for 1-to-1. Now, the only thing that I am managing now on this trade is if we do get to about a 70% take profit area, that is now where I would like to reduce my risk on the trade, bring that down in half, and pretty much wait to see what the conclusion of this trade here. But I definitely liked the movement out of that area. It's definitely what I'm looking for in these type of trades. And there you go. So you get a strong push down, reduced my risk in half. Great trade in gold.
Target filled. Order canceled.
All right, here we get into our session 2 trade in oil. I'm obviously trying to put in my bracket orders here manually. I do see now that I was looking at the replay of this trade, I've been having these issues with this bracket order. I don't know what it is. I'm actually thinking that maybe because I saw my bracket orders bouncing when it's straddling the inside bar with my Trade Devils order entry system. So maybe I'm gonna have to reinstall that and see if that might fix it, because Ninja, I've talked to Ninja, Top Step, everything, they say everything is perfectly fine. So, and they can't find the errors in the logs either. Well, they see errors, but they can't really see how it's happening. So anyways, let's get into the trade. We get activated here into the long off of that green inside bar. And again, we take profit is in a pretty much a great spot where I can see price action definitely wanting to go and kind of retest. We got that thrust out of the inside bar, which is what you're really looking for on these plays. And again, same as in gold. Now I'm just kind of sitting back and waiting for price action to take me to about 70% of my take profit so that I can move my stop loss to 50%. And that's going to happen here shortly. But this trade, again, really not a lot of sweat on this one at all, just because, you know, you got that initial push. Might have actually put my stop loss a little bit early there. It's probably around 60 to 65% of my TP. But again, I'm kind of doing these things visually, but great trade in oil.
Order canceled. Order.
All right, and here we get into a Rob reversal setup. Valid setup. It's within our time period. It closed above the ADMA. We get activated on the next candle. We get into a trade here on the long. I will explain. You can see that the lime green signal from 2 setups back. So 2 arrows down. You see that green up arrow. That would have been a valid setup to go long based on my conditions and my rules. If you stick around for my recap at the end of this video, which is right after this trade, I will explain to you guys why I missed that setup, or why I was not into that trade. So here we get activated into the long. Again, these are momentum plays. You're really looking for a thrust upwards on these trades. And we get the initial one, but then we get 2 dojis right afterwards, which is kind of showing some more indecision. Unfortunately, our take profit comes about 4 points away there from hitting our full take profit of 35 points, which would have been fantastic, as I am trading this on an eval, and I'm trading this in cash as well. So right there, you got really, really close to the take profit. And now you're starting to get towards the end of the market session. So I think this is around 2 o'clock. Yeah, I think it is. And I'm not a big fan of trading much past 2:10, 2:15. But either way, in the trade, it was not in front of the charts at this time. So, and I'll explain to you guys kind of what kind of occurred on the first trade and here on the second trade. But this was a loss on the Rob reversal.
Stop filled.
Yeah, I was a bit unlucky today with that Rob reversal trade, or I should say trade setups. Morning strategies did fantastic once again today, but the one that kind of hurt was this. Well, let's just jump into the charts for the Rob reversal and let me explain here what happened. So this morning, this is your 8:30 open. We got a setup to go short, closed above the ADMA, no trade. We then get a setup to go long at 10:15, which would have had your entry order one tick above this, the high of this candle right here, and you're just waiting to get activated on this candle. Now, based on the video that I created that showed you guys all of the ways to get in a trade, what invalidates the trade. Remember, I am trading this on the strategy that I have loaded into Ninja. I was not at the charts at this time. I was already at work. So this is a valid setup because the next candle, even though it does not activate us, it closed. It didn't close below the ADMA, and it closed as an up candle. Okay, so for those that were able to get into this trade right here, valid trade, and you obviously got your 35 points with no problem. And again, if I was probably right in front of the charts, wouldn't have been an issue. This thing ran for 144 points to its top. Now, where did I get in? Well, I got in right here at this trade. Again, still not in front of the charts. We get activated into the long. This sucker goes to, so your entry order would have been right here. Oh no, I'm sorry, right here. And the top of this move was 31 points. So 4 points away from my target here, reverses and knocks me out. So I was up really nicely on my cash account. This one took a hit. I actually ended up today down. Took this one with the 1 E-mini on the cash. So that was a $700 loss. And I was up prior to that, must have been like 500 and something because I was down for the day 100 and I don't know, it was like 180 bucks. So that kind of hurt. And again, you know, if you're in front of the chart, which I highly recommend being in front of the charts when you're trading, especially a strategy. You really don't know what can happen. But I have been trading this exact strategy with the exact settings for, I don't know, maybe 5 months and never had an issue. And this wasn't an issue. I mean, this was just kind of some unlucky trading for me today. And the market will give you and the market will take it away. That's for damn sure. Another reason is right around this point, it's about 1:45, 2 o'clock. I really don't like trading that much past 2 o'clock. Guess it really wouldn't have helped me that much here. There's not much I would have been able to do. I would have probably stayed into this trade until we would have gotten our 35 points. So that was a hit today. Like the trading this from today. Obviously, you guys saw the trades in gold and in oil. Let's start with gold. All sessions in the morning won today, which is fantastic. It would have been a unicorn, and I'm sure some people probably had a unicorn day today because I'm sure a lot of people, I don't know, there was a lot of comments in my Discord, so I haven't been able to get through them yet. But I know a lot of people got into that first setup, which was a valid setup, and that would have been a really nice winner. So for some people today, it was a unicorn day. For me, it wasn't. We get activated here to the short off of this 805 candle, and this thing goes straight to take profit, 18 points, beautiful trade in gold. In oil, again, both sessions won. First session 1, which was at 805, gets activated to the long, 24 ticks. You see that the stop loss here is reduced down to 12. This would have been when we first got into the trade at 24 ticks, right at the bottom of your source. Once this thing hit right around 70%, as you guys saw in the... actually, no, I didn't trade this one, but for stats-wise, I did move this up to 12 for risk. Doesn't even need it. Took a full take profit, 24 ticks. Nice trade. Session 2. Again, I got some questions on this one. First inside bar, session 2. As long as you're not in a trade, it's a go. It is a valid setup. We get activated here to the long. Small trade, 13 ticks. Full take profit. Beautiful trade in oil and in gold, which obviously helped. We were green today on the eval, $240. And actually, I took these in cash today, both on the E-minis, because they've just been doing pretty well. So that was a really nice... Again, I was up pretty big before I left the house, and then when I came back, that Rob reversal kind of hurt. So it's kind of been the opposite. Usually the Rob reversal comes in and helps out on a losing day. Today it kind of took it away from me. So, but that's okay. Let's take a look at the levels. Did take one trade in the ES. I will show you that one in a little bit. We did have here a nice bounce down to this level right at the open. Definitely could have been a trade setup right there. Beyond that, market just continued to rip and got a bounce off of our level at the 39,425. And but there was some pretty good movement today on the YM straight up. Now let's take a look at the NQ. Where are we at here? So right off of the open, we did not get down to this level that I had marked off at 18,010, but we did get to 18,251 that I had marked off, and you can see that you had a very nice respected this level pretty well, and I would actually be very, very surprised if we don't touch right back into 18,148 here today or by tomorrow morning. So I'm going to mark this one off and take a look at that one again tomorrow. And then let's open up the ES, which was the only trade that I took this morning, and kind of what can I say about this trade? I made $300. I have my bracket order set to 6 points stop loss and take profit on these levels. I do adjust them a lot just based on what I see on the charts and if I'm trying to go to another level. But this one I put it right at my level to go short, which it tapped me in. You guys can see that this is the open. The open comes in, taps you in right to this exact level that I had marked off. I gave you guys this morning at 52.06, and then this thing went straight down. I believe where I would have targeted was right around here, which would have tapped you in. That would have been a good 10 points, so that would have been a really, really nice trade. But as my bracket orders already set, it got in, and I was honestly doing something else, and it just took the 6 points, but brought that for a $300 win. Now you can see here though that, come on, I mean this is it goes right up to this level I had marked off, 52.38, and then it's been ranging right in between these two levels that I had at 52.38 and 52.28 from the morning. So hopefully again you guys find some value from this. You know, I mean, you're gonna have days like this. Sometimes, you know, you've got some trades that that work and they don't work for you. And you've got, I left the house today extremely excited about all of the morning strategies. I was happy about my trading in general. And then I kind of came home and it's my fault. Again, I'm not in front of the charts all day and I can't be in front of the charts all day. So those are sometimes the things that happen. But we'll be back at it here again tomorrow. Please make sure to like the video, subscribe if you haven't, and leave me a comment below. Let me know if you took the Rob reversal today, if you took that first setup. Let me know if you took setup number 2 as well. That obviously would have been a loser based on my conditions, but I'm curious to hear what others did here today. All right, everyone, I'll see you guys here tomorrow. Happy trading.